Shalom, Kahalo, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. I to give all praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, Ba'Shem Rakak Wadash. Double honor to the apostles, bishops, elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, Labakarium, Shaw, Yasharala, to the hopeful elect out there. It's time. It's almost time. Time to go home. Normalcy bias. Normalcy bias, or normality bias, is a cognitive bias which leads people to disbelief or minimize threat warnings. Consequently, individuals understand the likelihood of a disaster when it might affect them and its potential adverse effects. The normalcy bias causes many people to not adequately prepare for natural disasters, market crashes, and calamities caused by human error. About 70% of people reportedly display normalcy bias during a disaster. The normalcy bias can manifest in response to warnings about disasters and actual catastrophes. Such disasters include markets crash, motor vehicle accidents, natural disasters like a tsunami, and war. Now I read that because the state of the world is about to suffer from this normalcy bias, and they're going through it now. But this place here, Great Babylon, is going to go through this until it all hits the fan. Our Lord said, just like the days of Noah, people shall be eating and drinking and giving into marriage until the day that Noah entered into that ark. And that's what's going on now. Normalcy bias. Our Lord instructed us. 1 Thessalonians 5:1. But of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of our Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. And who's it going to catch as a thief in the night? Those people under that condition of normalcy bias, sleeping on the prophets as they go out to the streets day in and day out, as they make these videos warning people. Third verse. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness. So we're not under that spell. That day shall overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others. And that's what they're doing. And it's ultimately the spirit of deep sleep that's on them. But these are ideas, they're going to create, we telling them the war is coming. We telling them the famine is coming. We telling them they're setting up for a zombie apocalypse. We proclaiming the day of our Lord. As we speak it to them, the input that goes into their brain is that we've seen this before. They've been talking about the last days since my grandma. We've been through Desert Storm. We've been through World War I, World War II. We've been through the market crashing and we bounced back. This is what comes through their head. It's going to be all right. We've seen food prices rise and go back down. We've seen gas prices hit $6 and come on back down to 2. So it's going to be okay. So we're just going to live life as if we don't see it. Fifth verse again. Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. And this is not actually talking about wine and strong drink. This is bugged out off the philosophies and the confusion and just don't know where you stand. You everywhere with this here. You all over the place. But let us who are of the day be sober, meaning having our eyes single, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for a helmet, the hope of salvation. And this is the spiritual weaponry that the hopeful elect is going to be equipped with. And we're putting that on now. So as we see these days coming down to the wire, our people, the most of the people are in disbelief.
Let's give you a little bit more update about this crisis as it is unfolding. The United States has now ordered family members of its embassy staff in Ukraine to leave the country. Washington has authorized the voluntary departure of its non-essential embassy staff. Other U.S. nationals in eastern Ukraine have also been advised to leave. The U.S. says it will not be in a position to evacuate them after any possible incursion by Moscow. The U.S. has also advised its citizens against traveling to Russia.
The United States on Sunday said it was ordering the departure of eligible family members of staff from its embassy in Ukraine, and that all U.S. citizens should consider leaving due to the threat of military action from Russia. U.S. and Russian diplomats made no major breakthrough at talks last week, and Moscow has been massing troops on the border with Ukraine. The State Department said it was authorizing the, quote, voluntary departure of U.S. direct hire employees and ordered the departure of eligible family members from Embassy Kyiv due to the continued threat of Russian military action. It added that, quote, U.S. citizens in Ukraine should consider departing now using commercial or other privately available transportation options.
Now, with that being said, this is everywhere, but most people are still stuck here. As if these warnings are not going out. They had a movie out from back in the day called The Day After, right before Russia and the rest of the EU released their bombs on each other. They showed the condition of the people as this was on every radio station, every news station, all over the place, right in front of their face. But they still came up with this here. Their own normalcy bias, man. This thing is going down, and the hopeful elect, we see it, and we accept it. The day of our release is here. Revelations 11 and 14, the second woe, which is the second war, is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And that's where we at. I want to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, Bashem Rakakodash for giving me the spirit to do this lesson here. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, Labakarium, Shal Yasharal to the hopeful elect.